Us ring. what we're seeing, Brittany Renner, we're seeing her self-destruct because she is afraid. How many of you know that Brittany Renner is acting like this because she's scared? And I'm going to tell you what she's scared of. See, there's a fear that hits you. This is how you know you done ran right into that wall, boy. This is how you know that wall, boy. All right? This is how you know what's going on with that wall. That wall done tore you up. Because now you start getting these fears. The reason why she started talking about that baby and how much she had a second-degree tear and she gained 50 pounds when she was pregnant and all that kind of stuff is because she's trying to tell everybody in her drunken high state, she's trying to tell everybody, I almost ruined my bag the other way. See, I fumbled PJ Washington. I fumbled him back. This is what sent her in a spiral. Ever since that man told her he called it quits with her, and I misspoke earlier, I said wife, but she was never married. They were engaged. And she's always quick to tell somebody, we were actually in a relationship. Because they were. Or at least PJ Washington thought that they were. She was still for the streets. Okay? Her little plan did not work. Because she thought that she had more time to play than she did. And every thought that hit that wall going 1,000,000 miles per hour, I always think they got more time than they do. That's how you hit a wall. Because you ain't breaking time. You didn't stop in time. You hit the brakes too late and you was going too fast. That's how you get into accidents. That's how you hit the wall. You not paying. That's how accidents happen. Is it not? You don't be paying attention. Took your eyes off the road. Took your eyes off the prize. You broke too late. You hit the brakes too late. And you was already going too fast. Wall. This woman is scared out of her mind. She brought that weight and that baby up, like I said, because she fumbled PJ. She felt like, I don't have to be this man's wife. I have gotten pregnant. And that's enough of a meal ticket right there. That's enough of a meal ticket right there. That was supposed to be her retirement plan right there, which is why she felt comfortable to call off the engagement. See, I keep telling y'all, well, I was engaged, but I called it off. See, y'all be following up after these thoughts, and then what you don't do is you never stick around to see the end of the thought. And whenever you do see the end of a thought, you always blame the men for what she's going through. But she made them decisions. She's grown. And every decision she made to get to this point is a result of the decisions that she made. Nobody held a gun to her head to do none of the stuff that she do, to move how she moved and operate how she operated. She did that by absolute choice. No coercion, no force.
Yes. Yes. Welcome. Essence of that was Kendra D. Shout out to her. She has a good channel. Check her out. Yeah, I know what it is. Crimson Cure. That's just a woman's take and perspective of what Brittany Renner is really going through. But as you know, tonight, this will not be a PG-13 stream. If you have virgin ears, I would kindly suggest you click off now. This is going to be a raw conversation. The language is going to get pretty foul, personally, because I've seen a lot of garbage in my life. Too much garbage, really. And to find that this particular mulatto, how she carries and gyrates herself, is atrocious. Now, I could always maybe assume that maybe she's getting paid to do this, maybe. Or really, this is actually in her natural state, her natural environment. Either or, and I probably will go through that video because I think these brothers are not going to really lay out the actual video in its entirety, which is cool. As expected, because like I said, we live in a very much unusual environment, culture-wise, where women are perfect and the system protects unperfect chicks, unfortunately. Oh, I see Angela C in the building. Yes, Angela. CC, yeah, always cooking. Yeah. No better way than I would say she does. And she cooks very well, to let us be clear. Oh, before I give you the links to follow me, please hit the like button as you come in. Please share this video. Also, I appreciate if y'all donate either by super chat or what do you call it, Cash App. It's squirrel on the Cash App side of things, or you use super chat. Either or, all donations will be appreciated nonetheless. How are you doing, Hustle Musser? How you doing? Oh, I am going to open this up. I think I gotta lay out certain videos to make this point clear, because I'm going to use very foul language. And for all good play is needed. And I'm trying to find, where is this guy? Oh, damn. Hold on, guys. Oh, damn, I don't have this guy's name on here. I'll probably find it as I'm going through this video. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Sorry. I was looking at some. So the links to follow me are following. You can follow me at Twitter at ChaosReign7. You could also add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Grant on Facebook. You could also join and follow me on Rumble /CRain23. And I highly recommend people join the Discord service of the Chaos Reign show as well. As you know, Discord, does pick up from time to time, but it won't hurt to join Discord service because there are things you can communicate with me. You could probably share some posts, share some information, and probably keep me up to date on certain things. The Discord is like another form of interactions. And I would like to say, if anybody that doesn't know how a regular chat room works, you could chat away in the Discord. But please, if you do join my Discord, try to keep it, pleasant as possible. If you do join my Discord, I know some people create Discords and a lot of people going crazy. As you know, Chaos Reign is the chaos that restored order in which the world we live in today. But nonetheless, be reasonable if you do join my Discord service. All right. Oh, and I'm also on Breaker, Spotify, etc. Tonight's subject: Brittany Renner, shocking outbursts. What it means for modern women. Now, as I see my one good Femi writes here, what do you mean? What these mean for modern women? Because she took some drugs. What they got to do with other women? Excellent. I'm glad you answered, because Brittany Renner is that tragic mulatto, like most sisters. they act very uncharacteristic once things don't go their way. And when things don't go their way, you know, they're gonna go far left with a lot of men. It is what it is. I don't like it, but you know, it comes with the territory. Now, what I'm gonna do, let me see, I have my thing on. I'm probably gonna play Brittany and this Outburst. And then I'm gonna look at my Uncle D in regards what really is incumbent that we never really understand about the importance of fatherhood in sons' lives. So that's the premise for today's show. And I'll open up the chat room like always. So let's begin. Let's check this so-called debacle, this so-called lit bitch on here. Fair use. And let me make sure things are there. We go. Let's go.
PJ just got an amazing contract.
A second degree tear. You know what that looks like?
I'm gonna say
just Hello?
say no. I'm gonna say no for all of.
What do you mean when your batch got torn wide open like the Oasis, like Niagara Falls, like it is the water go, where the water just spreads all open, and not only your legs spread wide equal, you're talking about that tear, not that big wide tear where, you know, a woman like yourself, Miss Renner, you're taking a lot of dicks in life. Matter of fact, you have taken things from as big as maybe 8 to possibly 13 inches, most likely, because you say you've been messing around ballers and all that stuff. Even to the point you, out your own mouth, said that you got a yeast infection after having a train. Wait. I just saw something. This one said, yes. Yes, somebody just said train. Wait. Yes, they said train. You mean this train that you ran and got the inspection? You mean that train? Again. So you say you had a train running you? Yes. And that is only the result when you're on, and I mean on loosely, the carousel. Yes, there's consequences for every action and reaction. And like Miss Renner, yes. The consequence of you in your 20s, now in your early 30s, now 31, your escapades from going and getting the and being on the carousel, there is a lot of consequence for all the actions you have conduct yourself throughout the first 10 or more years of life. So when you get in this outburst, what you're witnessing right now on the screen right here, as you see in the screen, the outburst makes sense. You are like good portion of modern women in the West today. You don't like accountability. Accountability is a drug to modern women. I don't want to say this. I don't want to believe this, but it is. Let's continue. Fairy's face. And mind you, she's going to be cussed, but I don't give a fuck, really, personally. She has nothing to stand on for debauchery. Hell, she wrote a book come out, right? It said, Taste This Apple. This reminds me of Karen Stevens over 20-something years ago. And look, lo and behold, over a decade later, because when that book came out from Karen Stevens, let me find when Karen Stevens' book came out. A video vixen. Let me see when that book came out. I gotta look when that stupid book came out. Okay, I found it. When that book, Confessions of a Video Vixen, came out. Here it is. And I'm trying to find when that book came out. Interesting. I did not see the date of this stupid fucking book. Oh, is this the one? All right. That's the wrong link. Let me go back. I'm gonna find when that book. And this time they got they got Brittany Renner's book right there too. Ain't this a bitch? Wow. Let me find out when her book came out. Judge this cover. A tell-all book. A goddamn tell-all book. This was released back in 2017, roughly 2018. So this was released roughly going on the same time she was messing around with PJ Washington. Wow. Damn. But let me find when Karen Stevens' book came out. Okay, this book came out June the 28th, 2005. This book is roughly now 18 years old. And then roughly a whole decade later and 13 years later, what's the name? Let me do this. Because before I continue to let me look at the timelines of a lot of these books. Because these books are weird in nature. And we gotta look at some of these books because they release and tell stories. It's the telling when women like Brittany, especially, they do like to kiss and tell, because hoping by kissing and telling, it's gonna make them more famous. But the problem is when you kiss and tell to men that are established, that are actually high value, more than money, but on other means, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, this book did came out 2018. So roughly 13 years after Karen Stevens' most tell-all book was released back in 2005. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I'm not gonna share my screen because y'all could look at it yourself. But personally, when a woman, and mind you, in 2008, that means that made Brittany Renner roughly almost 26 when she released that book. And Karen Stevens, when she released that book, she was roughly 27. So they were almost neck and neck age-wise when they first started writing and releasing books of their, what we like to call, and I'll play it to be more clear, when they've been on the carousel. I don't know if that played well. Hold on. Let me test. Make sure. I gotta make sure my soundbite's working. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do that again because I want to hear this tonight. F all that. F that. F that. No. We are not playing around tonight. I'll do that again. All right. I want to hear this tonight. We are not playing around tonight. All right, it works. Sorry, guys. I have to pause intermission. I gotta make sure everything's working because when y'all go back into playback, you're gonna hear every soundbite of this goddamn stream tonight. I don't give a fuck what things are. All right, let's continue. Fair use.
Is everybody fucking listening?
Say no.
Hello?
Yeah, your
A second degree tear? You know what that looks like?
that ball was that big when you had him.
He was, I think it was 8.1.5.
That means she had a big baby.
Almost 9 pounds, right?
Another NBA player.
Does that matter to you?
That means your son might be over 6'3" or 6'4", possibly. And PJ 6'7", and you are roughly, I think Brittany's like 5'7". Gotta double check. Or 5'4", one of the heights. I mean, your son might possibly be taller than PJ, or maybe same height. Maybe. We don't know. But no, with mature, like bigger, it means a lot of things. Your baby could be going to be fatter, maybe not that tall, but more bigger. It varies. So I can't, it weighs more, it's going to be a tall baby. We can't determine that. But anything is possible. I mean, we all know if people had children right now, they could probably come up and tell me if they had kids, if they had know someone that had a child that is more than 6 pounds when they gave birth, most likely. But anyway, Anyway, let's hear this ratchet chick go off. Fair use. God damn. And you know, funny thing with her, black man, you gotta do better. I'm sorry. You gotta do better. You have to do better. Gotta do better. Just because she's light skinned, she's a byproduct of miscegenation. You should not be so eager to be falling on your knees to to fall on your knees just to give this little wench all the attention. It's not good luck. Not good luck. All right, but let's keep going. Fair use.
Does that matter to you? Who had such a motherfucking opinion about me?
Wait,
Does
time
that
out.
matter?
It's group. My opinion changed, but
Hold
yeah,
on! Answer the motherfucking question.
no. No, it didn't initially. No, hell no.
Okay, I had a second-degree tear. That means they sewed me up.
Yeah, okay.
Right. You know what that means? That means I love that motherfucker. My pussy was fucking split open for him.
Right.
You understand that? You was 9 pounds.
Big boy.
Okay?
Gratefully, I had a 5-pound baby.
Good for you.
Bless.
My
Bless.
baby was almost 9 pounds.
Big boy.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. All right?
No, I wanted to say that because I think it is important. A lot of people do.
What's important?
Yeah, but you must understand that's the price for giving birth. You hear a lot of ladies say they have a little affinity that giving birth is a sin. Some even go as far as say, and this is what I'm hearing. Don't quote me. A lot of them even said that, they could lose their life giving birth. But that's a price you take once you go through the essence and the cycle of life. There's life and death. It is a beautiful thing, but also an evil thing at the same time. It is like the two halves of a whole. You can't have one without the other. When you go through that stage of caring and eventually giving birth, it is supposed to be risky. It's supposed to be costly because it's a little bit out of you. It's going to give fruit ripe, so it could be on this earth to continue the cycle of life. In the case of Brittany Renner, in her love that she insinuates that giving birth is a form of love to PJ. No, sweetie. Love is love. You should love as much as PJ as you love your son, because he is a part of you, just like your boy. But when you think in a selfish way, and even to her rhetoric, right? How she does have this thing, anger, because PJ did not want to stick around. It's telling. So let's keep going. Fair use. Hold on.
Important.
That you do wish well for him.
Most.
Here's the thing. Let me just tell you, you and every one of the motherfuckers that are commenting, she's doing too much. She
Fuck 'em.
At the end of the day, this pussy had a second-degree tear. Do you know what that means?
You just taught us.
Ripped.
What is it?
Ripped.
Thank you, Charleston.
Ripped open.
Ripped.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, boy had a head like his daddy.
Ma'am.
Yeah, boy had a head like his daddy.
All
All right.
Hold on.
So, a ripped fucking vagina. Hold on.
Say it again. Say it again. For the people in the back.
Let me tell you something. 50 pounds. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That boy born 50 pounds?
No, you gained.
I gained 50 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Charleston, 50 pounds. That's just somebody, I'm just whatever. It's about money. Let me tell you something. I can't be bought.
Hello.
Bullshit. But you gained 50 pounds. Cry me a river. Sweetie, you're an athlete. You know your what do they call it? Currency is your looks. Even to the point you told a lot of ladies that if you're not in the gym getting your body right, you can't complain about the man you deserve. And that's why I can remember, if, in quote unquote, if that's how you quote it. So your body's currency, 50 pounds ain't shit that you could lose. Like literally. That's like a little thing in the scrap bucket. 50 pounds. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not really too drawn about you gain 50 goddamn pounds. Do what's necessary to drop the weight. If you say your looks are everything. So, let's see. All right, hold on. So, really, truly, when I hear these excuses, because remember, as men, we can make an excuse, but eventually we have to correct the excuse anyway. We can't sit there wallow in obsolescence. But personally, in my opinion, we can't really make that same and still move on in this environment. Now, for a lady like Brittany, that for my ticket, she did what's necessary to drop the weight. That she know that her looks means everything. So for her to complain that she gained 50 pounds and had her box split open, I mean, it's an understatement. But it's not something that you can't overcome. And you see Brittany Renner's body on IG and all this other social media links. I mean, she put enough work to keep her body nice and toned. So all this talk about you gain 50 pounds, that ain't shit, personally. That's nothing. You lose the weight like everything else. Hey, Queen, thank you for posting this. I'm Queen Virtue. Do you think that Brittany Renner has any excuse if she gained 50 pounds after giving birth? I want to hear from you, Queen, if you're in the building. But let's keep playing. Fair use.
That's what all these people in the chat can't seem to understand. They think I can be bought. They think that it's just about money. It's just whatever. It's the highest bidder. I believe in true love.
Hello.
I heard her say that. But you
I
know,
said
we
it
be
100 fucking times.
Hey, listen.
Hello.
Hey, listen, now listen.
Listen to what I'm fucking saying. Shut the fuck up when a real bitch is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
You're damn right, you old bitch. Yes, bitch. Talk away. You drunk ass itch. You know, black women need to stop drinking. Personally, I think it's unsexy. It's very unsexy to find a bitch to be drinking too much. Control your alcohol, bitch, please. If I was running a real stream and she came on here and came up and have an alcohol beverage and talk erratic, you will get the boot as fast as the speed of light. You will not be getting drunk on my fucking channel. Oh no, you will not. Oh hell no, oh no, 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 no. You will get the boot in a quick second. Keep that in mind. There's some things in life I will tolerate. But if I was running a professional podcast like these dudes are doing, and look at this dude right here. Look at this dude right here. Look at him. He's grinning and smiling. Because he knows that this is going to boost his numbers. Wherever subscriber count he's at, it probably gave him an additional 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers right off of this little outburst. And it makes me wonder, to those that's watching this, you think that what do you call this place? Call this podcast. What the hell is this podcast called? Hold on. The Dance Project. Do you think that these dudes pay this bitch to go in a tyrant the way she is? You think that Brittany Renner was paid to do this nonsense to embarrass herself just to get more likes and views? A tale from a lit bitch. That's my question. And I see Queen's Virtue wrote something. Yes. Oh my God. I think they said 50 pounds is the average amount women gain. It says roughly between 40 pounds, roughly. But if she gained the additional 50 pounds, you got to keep in mind, Queen of Virtue. She had a she had like roughly almost a 9-pound baby. So the average baby weight when the baby comes out is like roughly 6 to 7 pounds. Let me do a quick Google search, or better yet, let me see if I can ask the automator, GPT. What's the average weight of a firstborn a firstborn child? Oh my God. What we have here. Let me look at this. I gotta share this for y'all. I have to share this. And please like the stream. I see you guys watching. I'm not looking at my my likes. So Queen, notify me how many likes I have in the stream. If you can do that for me, sweetie, I appreciate it. Let me share this. I have to share this. All right. Let's see what we see here. Let me look. It should pull up. All right. It says here the average weight of a firstborn child can vary depending on the various factors, including the mother's health, genetics, and prenatal care. On the average, a full-term newborn baby weight between 5.5 to 8.8 pounds, 2.5 to 4 kilograms. However, it's important to note that a wide range of weight can be considered normal, and babies can be born both light and heavier than this range without any significant health issues. If you have concerns about a specific case, it is always best to consult medical professionals. So one guy said 1 to 6 pounds. 5 point could round up to 6 pounds. She had an 8.1 pound baby. So roughly a baby can be 9 pounds. The fuck she talking about? That was a simple search engine search. That was just a simple search engine search. I see somebody dropped some in the bucket. Let's look at this. Deacon Salty Boss writes, "For thy is the queen of she-heathery, the riddle of eons, as it stands is her madness is due to her drunken lust, as she is halt consumeth the elixir of many men, or thy spirit of fermentinity, fruit either way is dedicates." Salty Boss, everybody. Looks like I'm the only one who likes the stream. Like the stream, if you watch, no, refresh your stream. I got 7 likes now. Queen Virtue. So look like we're on point of the likes. Like I said, more people come watch. Just make sure you guys hit the like button. Get me an algorithm for this one. I'm gonna go raw. I have to go raw with this one. I'm gonna eventually open up for people that want to come up. I have to go raw. Got to go raw with this one. Got to. There's no other way to go about this. Personally, I have to go raw. Let's continue. Fair use. Fair use.
Take the road.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Because I'm a real fucking bitch. You hear what I'm saying?
Talk.
And I care. And I'm a hopeful romantic. But I can't control. At the end of the day, I try to force something that wasn't mine. That wasn't my person. And that's okay. He's sitting over there motherfucking... Shut the fuck up!
Oh, shit.
Shut up! Shut the
This little heathen wench. Look at her. Look at the gyrate. Look at the anger. Can you sense the Jezebel spirit in this bitch. I could sense it oozing. God, what a goddamn waste. My God. My God. And they say this is the definition of a bad bitch. No, you're only a bad bitch in America, bitch. Outside America, you do this crap. Ain't gonna be pretty, pretty, pretty. Not at all. Not at all. You can't do this in Africa. You can't do this in Trinidad. You can't do this in Barbados. You can't do this in Jamaica. Hell, I don't think you do this in Colombia. To all the guys that travel to Colombia to, look for the women, might pay for some pussy or, fuck some, that's your decision. But, I feel you on that one. Or look at Brazil or the DR. You know how some of the DR, like the great Dr. Omar said, he said at 5'5", thick in the thighs. Yeah, Omar, I know you're paying for that pussy. Stop it. That's why you're down there, brother. And for those that didn't hear me for the first time, Dr. Omar has been always traveling. And trust me, as he travels, he's smashing these chicks left and right outside America. Don't be fooled by the great Dr. Omar Johnson. He is blowing these chicks back out as we speak while taking your money. Anyway, let me get beside myself. Fair use.
Fuck up when I'm talking.
That's peripherals.
Shut up.
He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it.
Shit.
Hello? You don't know what it's fucking like.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this nigga.
Wrong guy.
Let me tell you
Wrong guy,
something.
champ. Wrong guy,
Shut the
champ.
fuck up. This right here is about to go. Let me tell you something.
We good.
Shut up when I'm fucking talking.
No, seriously, yo, come on. For
Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I meant to hit that nigga. Cause you sitting over here laughing.
Chill. Relax.
I ain't chilling.
Relax.
Because
Man said, fuck is wrong. Listen, she threw a wad at a professional fighter. Girl, man. Salty. Queen. Do you see this? Hold on. Do you see this bullshit? She's playing on enemy territory. She's playing a very deadly game with certain men. And I mean with certain men that don't give a fuck. Like literally. How dare you try to attack these dudes, right? And think that these dudes are not in the, mood to lay down, die, smackdown. Okay. Like literally. And the funny thing about all this is that you see the one they call Charleston White, which is going to probably show in a second. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was gonna upload this video of her twerking on Charleston White. I don't give a fuck about that now. I don't even want to play that girl. And the reason why I'm not gonna do that, because this woman is very much a skank. She gives her box away for less. A lot of people say that she's giving her box away to, high value or men that have money, which is problematic, not cool. Because now you have no standards. You think your pussy will be worth something. If it has a personally. Let me read some comments. Make sure everything's running smooth. I think things are going slow now. I don't know why that is. And Queen Virtue, the reason why she feels so comfortable hitting men is because men are infatuated with her looks. Look at her. Like, let me keep running. Keep running the tape. Fair use.
At the end of the day, it ain't your pussy.
Look at her. I mean, just look at this bitch. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Look at her. These dudes are more in their lust to have the opportunity to have the let's just say they want to inject their essence into Brittany's holes. All 3 holes. Like literally. That's what's in the minds of a lot of men on that stream. That's why she could get away with her violent antics, her cussing, her lewd behavior. Yes, these hoes. Yes, these guys. Indeed. Let's keep going. Fair use.
Hey, listen! I hear you.
Nah, that ain't cool, lady. For real, I'm not part of this.
Hey, listen, that's fine. But guess what? You protecting him is what it is. Is it not? Don't be sitting over there laughing.
I'm not here to
Let me tell you, I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to him right here. I ain't talking about. Then bat me in my shit. Then
Champ, she cool.
bat me in my shit.
Apologies, champ.
Bat me in my shit.
I don't hit women, yo.
That all right? Then shut the
Shannon
fuck
Briggs
up.
right here tripping out. We're good. We're good.
Apologies, champ.
At the end of the day,
Lady, for real.
all right, I don't give a fuck you talking about lady. I don't care. At the end of the day, nobody knows what I went through. Nobody knows what I'm going through. So nobody, you, him, whoever the fuck, you don't get to sit here and talk about shit.
My mother, this drunk bitch is playing herself.
Ain't nobody drunk bitch talking about nothing.
We family
What's
here.
up?
We family here.
What's up?
We family here.
What's up?
We family.
Champ. Nah,
I ain't talking about nothing.
We all right, champ.
We ain't talking about nothing.
We family.
This is Charleston's people, not mine.
She all right,
This
champ.
God damn, she said, wait. Y'all hear that? Hold on. Man said, you a drunk bitch. What the fuck you mean, bitch? Whoa. Listen, Brittany, you're playing dangerous territory with certain men, personally. These dudes ain't here to fuck around. Now, I'm not sure if the man will do something to Brittany. I can't confirm that, but Brittany knows because she's on live air. Them dudes got to really calm their. I don't know if he was the bodyguard. I'm not sure what role he plays in the background, but he was going to have that shit where a woman's going to consider disrespect the panel and disrespect the stream and damage their equipment because of a violent outrage and tell us you're not drunk. Regardless what you are, you're not conduct yourself like a respectful lady. You're acting like a bitch. And let's trust me, ladies. Good majority of men do love bitches. I ain't gonna lie. They love it. They really love it. Let's keep going. Oh, and please, guys, support the channel. Cash App, I prefer more. It was lower donation, but anything of higher than $10 or more dollars, you could probably put in a super chat. But other than that, donations will be appreciated and adds on to this. Let me read by D. Scott. She's going to get chin checked very soon. She knows where she can do this and get that bodyguard body. Fair use.
Austin's
She all right,
people.
champ.
No, we family.
He said you all right.
I ain't no fucking security, bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Come on, champ.
Bat me in my shit then.
It's all good.
Bat me in my shit then.
Come on.
Then shut the fuck up.
Chill. Let's
Everybody hit your
relax.
motherfucking buzzer, bitch.
All right, let's reset the room. Let's reset the room.
It is what it
guys.
is.
Let's reset the room.
It
guys.
is what it is.
Everybody cool, guys. Everybody cool.
Man. Man. Y'all see this bullshit? Let me see my junk be acting up. No, it's good, man. All right. Yeah, my thing's good. Yo. The man said he ain't the bodyguard. Said I ain't the bodyguard, bitch. God, yeah. Yo, listen, bro. Listen. And that's what it called, D. Scott? Proxy violence? Oh, shit. I did not know that's what it's called. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she did a lot of things, man. Listen, this is a demon. She's one of them sexual demons. She takes cum well. Listen, she takes the cum well in all areas. This is a bitch you don't want to fuck with. See, this red chick right here, she will get brains out like no tomorrow. Real talk. Anyway, let's keep going. Fair use. Bird ass
Family
bitch.
here, guys.
Hey, shut
All
the
right.
fuck up.
Family here,
I
guys.
You
know-
don't like Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner, we fuck with her. Shut
Who's
the
got
fuck
music
up.
playing? All right. Let's relax. Let's reset the room for a second.
Nah, don't reset shit. The fuck we on?
We on the motherfucking
Charleston,
Danza Project, baby.
motherfucking Capricorn in the motherfucking
In
building.
the builds.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what you talking about, cause I really bad nigga in here shit. No, this is my touch-up brush.
You good?
Listen, let me tell you something. Don't nobody get to tell me shit about shit.
All
At the
right.
end of the
Jill,
day,
close that.
Charleston,
Yes, ma'am.
this
Yes, ma'am.
the motherfucking real nigga right
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
Right.
And if I didn't understand him,
Yes,
he
ma'am.
understand me, we wouldn't understand each other.
Damn that hand.
So what's up?
I'm just happy.
Yeah, I got a good grip.
Yeah, I see. Shit, you strong. Yeah, shit. I can tell you play
Ma'am.
sports. Yeah, I can tell you play sports.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I did.
I can tell.
Yeah, I did.
Shit.
Ma'am.
You gotta. Hey, what's up? What we
Shout
doing,
out to everybody
Charleston?
I'm reading
Shout out
all that
everybody
shit on
in the
there. Shit, I done got
Give a
into the
fuck.
comments. Just
He's
shit, I done
giving
got
these
into
men satisfaction. Shut up, bitch. While real bitch is talking.
All right, so let's reset. Get back to what we were talking
What are we
about.
talking about?
We're
Peace, love, health, and wealth.
a grade 2 tear, Charles,
love, health, and
PJ, and everything that occurred, and that you do wish well for him of everything that went
I
on.
always do, cause you know what? I had a baby for him.
All right. Likes are wait, hold on. Make sure hit the like button. Likes are free. Hit the like button. Woo! That was rough. I mean, there's another section of the clip, but like I said, this bitch needs attention, and she got it. Yeah, you're right. D Scott, her thing was torn, but it lets you know, saying, maybe guys tell you need to stop screwing. Anytime when your thing rips open after giving birth, that's a sign. Personally, that's actually a sign. Now I think about it, that's actually a sign. I ain't gonna lie, that is actually a sign. Now I think about it. God said, bitch, stop fucking. Close the box down. Stop with the spreading white eagle to men, athletes, rappers, whatever. You need to cut and shut down the kitty factory, please. It is highly recommend you do so. Now to Uncle D, and I had to give my well-established brother, Uncle D, his insight, which was superb, very superb, in regards what really is going on here. Yes, you're right. Every woman deals with it during childbirth. Nothing new. It's never nothing new. Yes. I got 3 kids. However, her bringing it up shows that she believes her only value is in her kitty. Yes. Now, interruption this, but I think I'm gonna let this one play out because this is a real learning lesson by Uncle D. And I have to share this because it's a testament of really what really is going on here in regards to the future of modern men, especially the men that are making millions of dollars. Listen carefully, and after this, I will open the lines up. Matter of fact, open the lines up halfway in the stream in like a few minutes for people to come up and give their take on this. So let's begin. Fair use, and pay attention now.
Because this is the gist of it. Where all the fathers at? Somebody type all fathers matter in the chat room. Somebody type all fathers matter in the chat room. Somebody type all fathers matter in the chat room. Okay? How old is this baby of hers with this young boy? How old is this baby? Less than 2 years old, right? I want to bring something up. I want to show y'all something. I want you to see something that's important because this is going to really help you understand what's really going on in this situation.
And the reason why I have to play this, and please get the likes up, please. The reason I have to play this because he did a well in-depth analysis. Very well in depth, Uncle D. Well depth. And if y'all do want to contribute to Uncle D, please do so as well. And if you do send him something, please put a message that Chaos refer this little short segment that was important to give you honors and respect if you can. I'm gonna run this, and trust me, this is not boring to those that's gonna watch this because he's gonna lay out what really is going on. That why she feels so salty right now, knowing that PJ got a contract extension that's now worth $40 to $50 million. Let's listen in. Fair use.
So this is an article from Forbes magazine. What? Why we talking about Forbes magazine, Uncle D? I thought we was gonna roast Brittany Renner. I thought we was gonna barbecue abroad tonight, Uncle D. You getting soft. What's going on, Uncle D? You getting soft these days. No, I'm not. I want you to sit and listen. I like to teach you things. I like you have a better understanding of what's really going on so you won't be game goofy like the rest of these people. Okay? And game, whether you believe it or not, game is not learned on the street. Game is learned from listening and observing, reading and understanding other people's experiences with in-depth understanding, and also doing so with a degree of emotional intelligence. Okay, so let's read this. By the time we get through this article, those of you guys who sit in the front of the room will understand what's going on. Folk in the back may still need it explained to them, but you'll get where I'm coming from. The question is,
before we go into that, I did a poll, and I'm not going to reveal the other channel in the chat room now. I'm going to put it in, and for those that click on the link, this is the alternate channel here. So I would remind if y'all guys, those that's watching now, to start make our way and subscribe to the other channel. This channel I had for a while, try to build it up, but one thing led to another, so I decided to say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to post it for those that are really followers up to this channel, a Chaos Rain Show, to start following me on this other channel here. I do streams and uploads over there too. So let me continue playing this, and I'll put it in the chat right now. And please follow the other channel in the link on top of the chat room. Fair use.
Why didn't Brittany Renner's plan for PJ Washington work? In other words, why did it fail? Now, here's what you got to understand. This boy was born in 1998, so he's 24 years old, okay? He's 24, 25 years old. Brittany Renner is 31. She about 6-7 years older than him. She been dating this boy since he was in college. And she damn near 27, he 20-some years old. Her game and her emotional intelligence is all up over his. You understand? Her level, she been dealing with ballers for a minute. She probably turning tricks, doing jumping jacks in the bedroom, hanging from the chandelier, all kind of stuff, turning this young boy out, right? Got to be. It's expected. So the question is, why is it that her plan for this dude failed. Remember, he was engaged to this broad, hitting it raw, got her pregnant, had him thinking that he wanted to get her pregnant. That's good game. When somebody can convince you that you want to do something that they actually wanted you to do, oh, that's good game. That's them dudes that be out there on the corner with the thing like that, and then they be like, pick one, and you pick the one they want you to pick, but you think it was the shell game, but you think it's the one you wanted to pick. That's good game. And she had all kind of game over this boy. So what happened? Why is it that he came out with a W on this and was able to shake this gold digger, this entitled gold digger who thinks she better than him? Let's read. NBA rookie PJ Washington on his first season with the Hornets, an investment partnership with Sport BLA. This boy 20 years old. What do you know about that? Right? In Forbes magazine. Huh? In Forbes magazine 2 years ago. Somebody say, in the chat room. The NBA season halted abruptly on March 11 due to the worldwide beer virus, and players have had to deal with the unknown for the last 6 months. 22 NBA teams received the invite to the NBA bubble at Disney World in Orlando, Florida, and began somewhat of their regular basketball routine. However, 8 teams were not invited, remained away from the fray, even as the NBA season started back up. Y'all remember what we was dealing with? I'm going to get to it. Just give me a minute. One of the teams that didn't make it the cut was the Charlotte Hornets.
Now, mind you, this is going to be long-winded. At times, I was trying to find the actual stamps. I found it what it is, but this laying out PJ's background is going to give context of, let's be honest. And be honest with you, he still looked as a simp personally and was really stupid and reckless. But, you know, when you deal with a woman like Brittany Renner that wrote a book on how to trap athletes, because athletes by default not that smart. PJ was pretty smart in a way where he did not go through and marry this chick. So let's keep going. Fair use.
During the past few weeks, they began their mini team bubble in Charlotte, where they are now practicing as a team for the first time since the season. Rookie PJ Washington. Uh-oh. Y'all still here? Let me know if you're here. As for rookie PJ Washington, the time of productive, okay? Let's keep reading, right? Y'all knew a little bit about him, but we going to give you the background. It's been great. Pretty much just worked out, trying to stay in shape as best I can. Washington told me on a phone interview, the 6'7", 230-pound forward was drafted 12th overall out of Kentucky last summer and recently earned a place on the NBA's all-rookie second team. So he's pretty good. He ain't outstanding. He's not a Kobe Bryant, but he's pretty good.
And that's a high draft pick. When you draft it over roughly top 10 is high. Well, if you still drafted before over top 20, you're doing good. Very useful.
During the 58 games he appeared in he averaged 12.2 points, 5.4 rebounds, and shot an impressive 37% from the free throw of 3-point range. Yet he still knows there are things to improve on and not to take the next step or to take the next step. He says that he needs to work on his ball handling and set up his team members better. Okay, I like the little fella so far. Cool. But remember, we in Forbes magazine. Somebody type Forbes magazine. We ain't here to talk about his NBA stats, are we? No, we not. But we going to get there in a minute. Those are the things I've been working on during the quarantine. He said, I'd say this whole year has just been a learning experience for me. At Kentucky, coached by John Calipari for 2 seasons, Washington and the Wildcats went on an impressive 56-18. The young Hornets went 23-42 this season. It's definitely tough, but you got to look at is a learning experience. He said every loss you can look at and try and get better from. I think when you take the mentality, it's a lot easier to try to get better and want to push forward and want to get better. Good. We still talking about basketball. We still talking about, look, we in Forbes magazine. He's talking about basketball. You know it's about to change in a minute. Washington had never really been to Charlotte before, getting drafted by the franchise, but says he loves the city. The fans and the hospitality so far on the roster, there was built-in familiarity with two fellow Kentucky alumni, Malik Monk and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. While they are a young team, they also had a unique group of veterans. And recently retired Marvin Williams took Washington under his wing. Now, some of y'all are wondering, D, you said you was going to explain to her, you was going to explain to us why PJ Washington was able to escape the grasp of this gold digger, and you ain't got there yet, Uncle D. You need to land this goddamn plane. Give me a minute. Let me keep reading. You'll understand in a minute. William.
And mind you, keep in mind. And you know, as a man, I could absorb lengthier content. For those that have the low attention span, I mean, I tell you many times, not for you. But overall, you know, to really get a more clear overall picture, you're going to have to sit there and listen to get a full understanding. Because how I look at things, absorbing content, very tiny, short content, does not fulfill the purpose of what's really going on. You have to listen on the average the entire content to get more clarity, in my opinion. And I think what Uncle D was doing, this was some well done research. He has a good research team because he's a lawyer that helps him, you know, bog down a lot of the information to really synthesize, to find the real connection between, you know, what's going on. That's why he's such a great attorney. Let's keep going. Fair use.
Was one of the favorite teammates. He was a great guy, pretty much showed me the ropes of how to stay in the league for a long time. What does that tell you? He's already got mentors. He was a great guy, pretty much showed me the ropes on how to stay in the league for a long time. You ain't gonna stay in the league for a long time messing with these gold diggers, is you? Nope. I said, is you? I know. But just listen. He's open to masculine advice. What does that tell you about this boy? Somebody type all fathers matter in the chat room. But anyway, let's keep listening. Part of being a rookie entailed the infamous NBA rookie duties. And his job was to bring donuts and Chick-fil-A before every flight. Great, fantastic. All this law stuff. All this, basketball stuff. Let's keep listening. But let's keep listening. We in Forbes magazine. Let's get to the money. Somebody type get to the money in the chat room. Somebody type get to the money in the chat room. Aside from their roster, their majority owner, Michael Jordan, that's your majority owner. And Washington was not even born when Jordan had played his last game in Chicago Bulls uniform. Washington recalled their first meeting at the team charity event and Jordan walking by saying, "What's up, Rook?" and shaking his hand. Okay. While Washington has been working to improve upon his impressive rookie campaign, the 22-year-old also began, listen, the 22-year-old also became active off the court. Really, somebody say off the court. And is now allowing people to invest, listen, in his personal wealth. Well, damn. So you got a young man who's open to masculine advice, who is interested in his personal wealth. What did he do? Partnering with Sport BLX, the pair issued 100,000 shares of stock in the PJ Washington Corporation at $100 per share. Interesting. You didn't even know they can do that. But here's where it gets great. I think it's a great way for me to create wealth on and off the court and build a relationship with my fans as well, he said. I don't understand why a lot of athletes my age wouldn't do this, because they don't have anybody telling them, because they're not listening to masculine advice. They raised by their mothers oftentimes. And what do the women want? No, you got to buy your mama a house. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to buy your mama a house. Your first 10 million is going to get your whole family straight. That's how the woman thinks. But that ain't how men think. Clearly, there's a man guiding this young man. You understand me? Listen, somebody type all fathers matter in the chat room. Being proactive on his finances is something that he has taken seriously. His father, who? His father, who? His father, who? His father used to work at a car dealership. So he has always been fascinated by that. One day, he wants to own car dealerships for himself. Somebody type all fathers matter in the chat room. Somebody type his father in the chat room. Now listen, once I read this, it'll all come, the light bulb should come on. Listen, while working with his father and his financial advisor, the three have a plan to save 80% of his salary and live off the other 20%.
Let's stop right there. Make sure you guys like the stream. Share the screen, please. This is very vital. And you know, you think I was going to be done with this so-called lit little bitch, Brittany Renner? I did told myself this. But this woman keep calling me. And not just every other content creator covers, but it just keep calling, say she is a lesson that needs to be learned. And ladies, this is a lesson you need to learn as well. Just like you gentlemen. We could all learn from this outbreak, from this modern 304, unfortunately. That you play and you have played the cards that you're dealt with. From what Uncle D has just revealed, and it's more, he has revealed that PJ and his old man, his father, has bigger ambitions, bigger goals besides the NBA. They want to own multiple business. Multiple business. And the way they're going to accomplish this, they need what PJ makes for the next couple of years, which will roughly be $50 million after 3 years. He's going to take 80% of that money. And I'm not sure we have any accountants or mathematicians here. Well, I got to know how much he's making a year, and I have to probably Google that. And I'm not going to do all that. I might, depending on how the stream goes. Seems to me that he's look like, if my math shows me, if he's going to make roughly almost $50 million a year, he has to walk away with, for the next 10 years, he's going to be walking away with roughly 17.5 million a year. Roughly 17. Out of that 17 million, he's going to be carrying a year. He's going to only spend 20% of that money. And matter of fact, since I'm feeling mathically, I'm going to pull out the calculator and see if I could estimate what he'll actually will make. So let me do this. Share screen. Now, mind you, I'm just guessing. I'm not really. Let me do that again. I'm not really exact, but it wouldn't hurt to try. If he's going to make roughly, let's say $48 million in 3 years. Yeah, all right, 16.6. Thank you. Let me put this up here. 16.6 million. All right, let's check. 48. Oh, my fault. Is my calculator working? Hold on, guys. Hide this. All right, if he's gonna make 48, we'll say we'll go closely. He'll make roughly 49 million. We'll go 49 million. $49 million. All right. And he's going to walk away with 20%. And he's only going to spend 20% of that. So what's that? 49 million divided by 3 years. Roughly 16.3. Exactly. Right on mo. Roughly around that amount of money. Around 50. So let's say he's going to walk away with 16,600,000 a year for the next 3 years. How much is 20% of that? Let's see. Times. I'm not sure. Look at there. Look at that. Look at that. Roughly 3 million. He's gonna be spending a year. Exactly. D. Scott. We don't know the endorsements. And mind you, he's already gonna probably maybe got an endorsement here and there. We don't know if we find more detail of what's going on, but we could include that. But we're only gonna focus on the contract alone because the contract is key for now for this conversation. He's only gonna be spending 20% of that money, which is roughly $3 million. Or 3 million. 3.3 million, maybe. So you are telling me this lit bitch could not wait to seal the deal and eventually maybe get something out of the deal. Oh no, she don't want her man spending only 20% out of his 16 point something million year new contract. That's going to estimate roughly to 48 to 50 million a year. Oh no, she don't want that. She wants you black man, to spend it all. Spend it all. I tell you, fellas, it's proven evident women spend too much fucking money. This guy, or anybody that's on here, and I'm going to drop a link now because I'm going to run more of this. We're going to have this conversation. We're going to do the math here. We got to do the math. Got to do the math. As a man, even a black man, would it make sense for you if you're making roughly more than, let's say, $1 million or let's say $3 to $5 million, that you wouldn't be so comfortable to take 20% out of that money and invest the rest of the 80%? So let me stop share screen. We're going to continue this tape. Fair use, fair use. And I'm going to drop the link.
Meditate on that for a minute. Y'all meditate on that for a minute. Listen, let me read it again. While working with his father and financial advisor, the three have a plan to save 80% of his salary and live off 20%. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear that? That's the sound of all the gold diggers' dreams breaking in half. See, there's no way that Brittany Renner was going to be able to play this boy who was 6 or 7 years younger than him for his money. There was no way she was going to get in line and be like, gimme, 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 because his father and his financial advisor had already developed a plan for this young man. If Brittany Renner wanted to stay around this young man's life, he basically was going to put that broad on the budget. You understand me? Now, she probably protested to that. Quickly got pregnant, thinking, I'm going to hit him for a lick. But that didn't work either.
Do you hear me? Do you hear that? Then she said that these athletes are stupid, that they don't wear condoms. Which, you know, she's not. Wait a minute. Let me make myself bigger. She's not lying. You see, the knockup game is always the exit strategy for the 304. But here's the funny twist. That actually died off. in the last couple years. I remember one lady, I think Miss Nicole Michelle, said that this baby making thing, a lot of ladies are going to sit there and just go and get pregnant and get child support for dudes that make more than $250,000 or even more than 6 figures a year and live comfortably. That road, that lineup of that train is actually ceasing to exist. And you're gonna hear a funny thing. You're gonna hear this funny thing of how much she really is getting off child support off of PG Watch that I did not even know, because I did the math and I said, my God, she got played. But let's listen more. Fair use. We gotta listen more of this.
See, when he realized this broad wouldn't follow his program, he wrote her off as nothing more than a monthly expense. He broke off the engagement and kept balling. You understand how this played out? You can't put no gold digger on a budget. You can't tell no gold digger you're an NBA baller and you got dreams and aspirations of owning a chain of automobile sales lots. She not built for that. This is the 304 we talking about. Now she probably sitting up mad she didn't shut up and take the money and play the long game. Yeah, but she wasn't trained for the long game. This a microwave hoe. Understand me? This ain't no stovetop hoe.
Boom! Well, I fucking tell y'all, we live in a society where everything is a microwave reality. Most young people, whether you're a millennial, early, late millennial, or even Gen Zs, you have a mentality today as it stands. I want it, and we could say even Gen Xers, late Gen Xers too. We could throw them in there. You want things right now. Gimme. I want it now. I don't want it later. I don't want 5 to. I want it now. Now. That's what's so fuck up with this society today. You want it now. Instant gratification. No, bitch, you sit your ass down and you will wait like everybody else. That's how the world fucking works. That's how life works. Nothing comes not only at ease, but comes instantly. You guys sit there, wait, or put in the work yourself. There's no in-betweens. No in-betweens at all. At all. And last time I checked, if my memory clears me right, one time she really wanted to invest something in some little podcast and want PJ to throw his money into what she's trying to do. And PJ, like a man from what Uncle D said, because he's been raised by his father, he said hell to the no. Makes sense. And mind, this is with his rookie contract. Now that he got an extension, he could possibly make that a reality if she shut the fuck up. But let's be clear. She's not that type of woman. She's not built for that. She's built where things should become to like this. Like this. Fair use. And if y'all don't want to come up, we can wrap this up. I put the link in the chat room. Let's continue.
This is a 30-second and I'm done, ho. You can't do this is a turkey sandwich, ho. This ain't a 20-pound roast on Thanksgiving Day, ho. She need it now. You understand me? She need all of it right now, baby. See what I'm saying? That's what we dealing with. She realized that she was not going to be able to manipulate this boy and get this bag out of him. She thought she had a young sucker, you understand, on the hook, and she was going to play him. Little did she know, young old buddy had the secret weapon in the background. He had dad. Having dad in your life, man, that's like having a secret weapon, man. That's like having an easy button. Bam, dad. Bam, call dad. It works out. Especially if you got an involved father that you have a relationship with, man. Think about it. PJ got this, the interview was 3 days ago. PJ got this money 4 days ago. So this was her first time hearing about it in the interview. Think about it. The news breaks that he got a $48 million contract. She goes on Charleston White the next day, hears that this man get $48 million. That's when the interview went to hell in a handbasket. See, at first she was cool. But as soon as dude asked her what she thought about PJ getting that $50 million, her whole demeanor changed, man. Her whole demeanor changed. He got a $50 million contract and a new IG broad. And she triggered because she knows she fumbled the bag big time. All this broad had to do was hold on for 2 more years. You understand me? All she had to do was marry this dude. You understand? But again, she wasn't prepared to play the long game like white women, like her mom raised her. You see what I'm saying? She couldn't do it.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh. 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 So, Brittany Renner has a white mother and a black father. You think these mulatto children will learn from their mothers? It seems to me she does not learn enough from her mother at all. God damn, what a waste of mixedness. What a waste. This is sad. This is very sad. I don't want to admit this, but that what a waste of white skin or light skin, you know. Anyway, let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
And now what she stuck with? $2,500 a month? Huh? Are y'all seeing why this didn't work out? You see why she really can't say nothing bad about other than he cheated? All the NBA players cheated. She say it's not about the money. But a few years ago, she was telling us how to trap athletes. That's when the game was different. See, now you got people who recognize what these gold digging 304s are doing. The word is out on the street, man. The word is out on the street. We live in a nation full of 304s. And so dudes got their defense up. You know what I'm saying? They got their defense up. They not going for it no more. Dad is like, nah, you're going to have to put this broad on the budget. We living off 20% of the income. You can't ball on 20% of the income. She need all that.
She need all that money. She said, what? Your father said we need to do what? We need to do what? Oh, hell no. Listen, fellas. If you were strict, and this is why, let me play the rest and I'm going to come to my conclusions to all this. Fair use.
It is about the money. What's the purpose of trapping an athlete, Brittany? Money, social status, right? You ain't getting no social status if you living on a budget. Again, it's a lot of women out there like her. And she's mulatto. She half white. She feels entitled. She got that superiority complex, but she was played by some black dudes. You don't believe me? Some of y'all don't believe me. Look how she behaved around white men versus black men. She don't respect us like that. Hell, look how she behaved around Andrew Tate. You think she would have threw water on Andrew Tate? Jumped up and put that rotten ass cut up coochie on Andrew Tate? Oh, he'd have pushed the bitch off. Oh, bitch. No. Get off me. Oh, you need to get off of me. I don't want that. Hell no. Now look at how she treat brothers when she interview with them. Subconsciously, she thinks she don't have to show us the same respect she showed the white men. Even though white dudes see women like that as nothing more than bed warmers. But bed warmer, not marriage material. Showing no respect. Y'all meditate on that. We'll be right back. I think that was enough for y'all, but we're going to be right back. I got to finish this thing up. Y'all hit the number 1 button, man. Do what you got to do.
You know, I put the mic close to me. I heard a lot of fuckery in my life, but this bites the dust. Like literally. Uncle D laid out the foundation. And the saddest thing about all this way you know you're dealing with not just a gold digger, because most women want something out of the deal. I get it. Yeah. Well, this woman is very notorious. But the reason why it never did work and it should never work is because one thing is evident. PJ had an involved father. That's one thing. If you did not get out of that lengthy segment by Uncle D, then I have no answer for you. This is why fathers do matter. If you're a black man or just a man in general, you do need to be involved in your children's life as best as possible. Being raised by one parent, which mostly is mother, is not only not enough, but is now leading to results we see today, and it's very ill-effective. I'm very convinced. No, I know that they do actually seek control. Because if there was another woman and raised her own son, do you think that she's gonna let her own blessing, her fruit of her loins, be played by some 3 or 4 chick? And I think most women, black mothers, in my opinion, I could be wrong, don't want their sons to be played by the next woman. I would say a small percentage don't. But as a majority, as we see the outcomes, it seems to me they do. And a lot of them do got sons. Women, black women especially. This is what your sons has content with in the modern era, Western women today. Now it makes sense why BJ had to make the harsh decision to cut her off. And in his right, co-parent probably go the best way. I think for him, it's best he takes full control of his son, because how she carry on that nonsense of podcast, it tells you she's gonna mess up your son. I guarantee. 200, what do you call it? 25,000, 2,500 a year. If I did the calculator, and then bring up Hustle Muscle. You there, Hustle Muscle? Let me bring up the calculator before you. I'm gonna make sure you're there. Present. Hello.
I'm here, loud and clear.
All right, good. Sit back. Let me pull up the calculator again, because I did not know. People said this chick was gonna make a quarter or close to $250,000. That's a fucking lie. Because Uncle D did the research. Let's do the math. She's getting only $2,500 a month in child support. Now I'm not sure how. I think he was able to pull this off because maybe he's in NBA and they probably some strings attached, possibly, and they might be a cap. I don't know. But if you're getting this monthly, you times this by 12 months. It's roughly 30 grand. You can't borrow off of 30 grand. You're working what do you call minimum wage job. If you're full time. That's not enough fucking money.
Wait, that's how much you be paying in child support, possibly?
No, this is how much she's gonna be. Yeah. Yes.
So that's
why she was so bigger.
So that's $30,000 within a year's time period. Wow.
That's a year. That's how much she's going to get. She get $2,500 a month in child support, and roughly that comes up to $30 grand. So what Uncle D said was accurate. That's why I was wondering why she was acting the way she was. Hey yo, D Sky, if you can come up, brother. I seen you in the chat room. That's how much that's why she's so bitter. She fucked up.
She didn't get custody of the child, or what happened?
She got custody, but she only getting that out of child support a month, $2,500 for child support. And let's be honest, PJ, from what I'm hearing, got actually married to another 3 or 4, which I'm not gonna go into because he's a simp, like most.
What? Okay, how the hell you gonna impregnate one 304 and then get with another one that's probably just as worse? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And we're never gonna know because, like Brittany said, which I agree with the chick, the 304, majority of athletes are dumb. They're dumb.
I mean,
you already dodged a bullet by moving on and giving this chick this amount of money, and she might get a little bump, but 30 grand a year, that's not no fucking. You better have working in 95.
And if he knew what was good for, he should have got with some chick that was at least there for him while he was building up to that point. Building his basketball skills and getting it before he got drafted to the NBA or whatever. But instead, I think what a lot of athletes go wrong is they deal with females who were basically there to roll out the red carpet. They were never there for them when they were training. They were never there for them prior to the drafting. They just came around as soon as they got up. They got with strangers, basically. They basically hook up with a bunch of strangers. When you're in the limelight like that, that's going to happen. You're going to attract lots and lots of women, and they're going to be trying to get something out of you. It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Football player Tom Brady went through something like this with his crazy ex-wives, and look what that turned into.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this really closely, and D Scott writes, hold on, let me see if it pops up. I was paying 1.8K in child support before 2 of my kids hit 18. All right, so you're paying. I think that's like a whole year, right? Yeah, that's a whole year. Yeah, if you're paying that for a year for 2 kids, I mean, it's not much, but yeah, pretty boy. All right, and this guy writes, "Oh, she was there at those Kentucky games before he was drafted. She was predator and obtaining him." Listen, I know a story of another. Let me get rid of this fair use because that's not neat anymore. I know one woman on, I think it's Clubhouse, how she was older than the next person she was dealing with, a man that was like probably a few years younger than her. And she said that she deal with an athlete because she's ensuring that she's gonna be lavish with a lifestyle with a man's check. So it tells you, young men, including you fucking black men, you need, and I'm saying this at the bottom of my heart. In life, the last thing you want to deal with is an old chick, an old bitch. If a woman's 6 years or greater than you, I would advise, if you're in your 20s, don't even pursue it. The reason why these women are going after these guys that have the actual potential that it's going to be drafted is because of money grab. And let's be honest, there are some boys that are going to be very intuitive and listen to leadership to other black men, which what PJ shows. He's there to listen, instruction, and learn. It's a very rare commodity for a lot of young black males that become young adults to really listen to other men. It's a rarity. Yeah, no, that's, you said per month. Yeah, 1.8K. That's cool. Oh, that's you pay. Oh, that's okay. I ain't gonna go inside. Well, that's a lot. But unlike Brittany's situation, she's only getting $2,500 per month for that one kid. I would be sour too, because now you're going to have to hustle out here. You're going to have to put yourself out in these podcastings, these streams. Hell, bitch, you better write another book. You
She
better
wrote a
hustle
book.
hard.
She wrote a
She
book
wrote a
about
book
what?
on. Oh well, if you had to catch a playback of the stream, I'm sure a book back in 2018. I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm not gonna get more promotion to a little weak book. It's like a tell-all book. You get me? That's all I'm gonna say. If you're familiar with Karen Stevens,
You mean Karen Stefan?
Yeah, Karen Stevens. Yeah, she wrote a book back 18 years ago, and this woman had the audacity to write up. And here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the funny about all this. You think these fucking women that are coming in the game will fucking know better to know saying, what have these other women that are 3 or 4s done wrong that I should not repeat? Karen Steffens wrote a book, then gave names, but everybody in the industry know who the hell she was talking about. And do you see how, since that book was released, she was actually blackballed? She was quarantined from a lot of men of value. Now, last time I checked, she changed her name up and she got pregnant by some simp that's younger than her, which is expected because let's be honest. Once you're old, once you're old 3 or 4, and you're cut off from men that's of any significance, who do you have to fall back on? A young, impressionable simp.
Or perhaps an older gentleman that's just not looking for no serious relationship. A friends of benefits, a F girl, whatever. Trust me, I've dealt with them before. I've seen females my own age that not worth anything outside of, just casual fun and conversations and sexual thrills. So there's that too.
Yeah. And I remember when what's his name? Who's a quarterback once played for the Charlotte Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots. I think his name it's coming on damn, it slipped my mind. That dude who's a quarterback. You might know who I'm talking about, Hustler. He had an interview with Brittany Renner, and he told her in her face the reason why she don't want to mess with her like that because you wrote a book telling about all the secrets, and he don't want to be known to be put in the next book. You see, ladies, and I have to agree with these Scots. You don't kiss and never tell. Keep your mouth shut. Silence is your best tool, ladies. It is your only tool.
And the thing about Corinne Stefan is this. Well, I did a show about this last Friday, talking about the rise in 304 culture. I played a video where she was talking about men should marry 304s. Why? Because they're so much better in bedroom and so much better in the bedroom, and they're going to give you the sexual thrills you need. That way you ain't got to cheat on your wife and try to go get it elsewhere. So if you're married to a woman that gets around, she can sexually satisfy. That way you ain't got to leave the marriage and go get it elsewhere. Now, what's the problem with that narrative? Simple. 304s, they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. So a 304 will satisfy you in the bedroom, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, that's the only thing she gonna be doing for you. Good luck trying to get her to cook, clean, take care of a household, because at the end of the day, she ain't bringing nothing to the table except her poutine. That's it. So for those of us who want a traditional relationship, we need a woman of substance that can offer more than just her cooch. So that made absolutely no sense on her part to say that. And she wrote a whole book. I'm like, oh my God. The same chick telling men to marry 304, they're the best choices, trying to give them a place that they don't belong to. Wrote a whole damn book. I'd like to know what the hell she put in that damn book, honestly.
I mean, if you can find the free version, you might have to do your due diligence to find research. Oh, Cam Newton, thank you. That's the guy.
Oh, that's the guy, Cam Newton.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at, he's slinging phallus to all the women, and he's not marrying even his baby moms, and he has no right to talk. But we're not going. That the show's not focused on him. The point is this: is that even with Karen Stevens saying that, right? It makes sense because she is washed up. She is a woman that has slammed into the wall. There's no man of any substance checking for her at all. For her to make that statement, just like all these other women that have been using their vagina as a sucking instrument, they will say reckless stuff like that, hustler, to hopefully give them the possibility of opening the doors for other unexpected, unpressed minds to go give them a time and day to not only their what's between their legs, but their money instantly. Time I say we give sex. Yeah, you give sex, but you also give way to sex. But that's not what you're gonna tell, bitch. You give it, but give it away too. Matter of fact, you probably hire more of cheating and do it in silence, even to the point where now, because a lot of men don't know that they could do paternity tests to make sure the children's theirs. I advise most men to start take advantage. Don't wait until this country start put it mandate in all states to make it a legal form. You need to take the initiative now. We're not in that time and stage now where you could slip up and be, playing it safe and being easy. Because let's be honest, women don't want these things to be put on their feet because now there is no actual backup plan. If a man knows that he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he find out that as he knocks up this chick and he wants to make sure that's his only actual seed, you think he's gonna play around and say, "Oh, it's not my baby"? Because now if he knows it's not baby, that means it's evident that you're definitely screwing around. And not only screwing around, but you're very sloppy and reckless with your womb to carry some other man's child at all. And last thing a man's gonna do, he's gonna stick around for an infidel, a woman that's been messing around. A man's not gonna do that. And be honest with you, it can be dangerous depending on what man you're dealing with. But overall, once a man knows that it's not his kids, he's gonna kind of get himself up and walk out the door. But it lets you know they can't afford that. And regardless of what they can afford, that's how the law of land is going to work now. Because men right now, if the men are not really marrying these women, that means the state overall, they're going to make some money off child support, but they're not really making the money because no one is really invested into relationships where there's a union. And there is some money inside. If men said we're not going to marry Western women, modern women, it's going to be a wrap. And it's going to probably take maybe another decade. It's already now you see the marriage rate where it stands percentage wide. It's tinkling right now. It's not growing. It's actually on a stagnation right now. If nothing's changed in the next decade, wherever the data says about what the position of women are going to be, it's going to actually be on point, and it could possibly be permanent. Because this is not a good deal in the long run. I mean, we look at her. She wished that she just stuck around long enough to really seal the deal and then divorce PJ in under 2 years. And Thomas said he cheated. Listen, bitch. Any person that's making 6 figures or over and they're entertainer, athlete, or even go as far as a musician, are always going to have a harem of women. They're going to be screwing around. There's no in-betweens. You verify anybody that's going to be sadistic when you, only you, and while you go around cheat behind his back, which they don't talk about. You're barely going to find that. Once a man is making some money and he's in that limelight, baby, you're going to be, he's going to be messing around. It is what it is. It is what it is. Look at Steve Harvey. He make money, but his woman don't really respect him much anyway, regardless of what we hear about from a previous show. And if she mess around, it's all in good faith because, let's be honest, she know what she's getting into. But most of these dudes, or most of these women that are thinking that they're just going to have their cake and they'll eat it too, no, that's not going to work. If you're dealing with anybody that's that caliber or is unbecoming, he's going to have more than one woman. I don't like to say it, but it is what it is. I don't advocate for it, but I understand. You get me? So that's one thing that these ladies don't like. So when I hear the word cheating and I say, who's your mate? I gotta look at him head till you tell me, and I say, oh, I can see why. I don't make it right, but I can see why you have your issues. Well, you should have chose a man that might have some options, and even that alone, you can't trust that. You get me? But overall, there's more of you, less men. You're eventually going to have to share eventually, or you could be alone and then or do the licky thing, the copper munching thing, and then call it a night. Choice is yours. Let me see who's writing here. And Queen wrote that. Let's see. All right. I see this here by Deformed Pretty Boy. Bro, it happened globally too. China's trying to pay women to have babies now, and then the men still not falling for it. Yeah. You know it's funny because you mentioned China. Kind of don't do much research. I know China kind of made it more lucrative now that they can have more than one child now. After almost 60 years since Xi Jinping put the rule back in the 50s of the one-child policy. And here's the funny thing. With the one-child policy, they still had a population problem. You get me? And here's the problem. They have an influx of more men than women. And I'm saying, are you stupid? Where are these men going to go to find what? Who are they going to screw? They're going to be sharing women. By a small pool of women. Does it make sense? Do y'all follow me? And please, guys, like the stream and hit the Cash App or Super Chat. I'm not going to stay up here long. You know, because I've seen a lot of people not even coming up. And, you know, there's not really much support besides Deacon Saltball support the channel. I mean, I might stay for like another 5-6 minutes, depending. But let's have this conversation personally. Let me read what's more in the. Let me see. It's funny how immoral people try to use morality to justify why they end relationships. Yeah, stupid. Yeah. Using morality. Give me a break. Can't use morality to change the perspective of people. It ain't gonna work like that. It's not working like that. And it should never work like that, personally. I think PJ, regardless of his decision making, I think he's gonna be all right because he has a father that's involved in his life, which all black men should be involved enough of their children's lives if they can. You know, I prefer you get full custody, personally. I don't like the fact that most black men, you know, if they are you can't let your children be raised by one parent. These women are gonna ride these boys down the ground if you're not careful. As you can tell from PJ's baby mama, the first one, how she carry on, how she gyrate and moving like the way she is, she's gonna probably hurt that boy in the long run because I don't see anything of substance or any structure that she could teach her own son. Because look at this, you try to trap the father of your son, and it didn't work well. I mean, hell, look what Tyrese is going through. And Tyrese is a simp. Sorry, guys, he's a simp. Because you divorced your wife and you got married to another woman that, let's be honest, she didn't really like you. From looking, and mind you, I look at her and say she's mixed too. Ooh, you walk right into that one. The marriage that even lasts 5 to 10 years. It lasted roughly under 2 years. That's just crazy. And even with the prenup that Tyrese put in place, did not even save Tyrese. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? My God. That's just crazy. It's crazy. Let me read the super chat by D. Scott's. $5 super chat. Thank you. That's just crazy. That's crazy, man. I'm scrolling up. Hold on. I'm trying to find some. And the funny thing about this, right? That a lot of young black men today, from what I'm seeing, they look like they are starting to wise up. Not many of them, but I see it now. But only people that are wise up are the ones that have fathers involved in their lives. Oh, you left the headphones? Okay, D. Scott. I mean, it is what it is. If your father's involved, there's a high chance that you might be able to get around this environment. I can't speak about the Ball brothers because some of them are, you know, I think one of them the younger one was messing around with an older woman, which is a no-no. But like I said, the father only could do so much to instruct his sons. But as you become a young adult and you learning from for the first time the hard way, you gotta bump your head a couple times. And that's one thing I'm hoping that young black men today avoid. Do not get your head bumped by these 304s. That's the last thing you want to start, bump your head. Because once the women ensnare you and, become the succubus and suck, and then they eventually you bust on them, it can be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. You know how these ladies today, they love to be on what they call the carousel. They love riding that carousel, and they're gonna ride till the wheels fall off. Let me see. What else is on my mind on this, man? I think that's it. I don't have nothing else to say on this. Anything you want to say, Hustle Muscle?
Yeah, as a final thoughts, I just want to say, yeah. Well, first of all, good show, and second of all, it's a good thing PJ Washington did kind of have an involved father, because it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like he already knew what kind of woman Brittany Renner was and what he was getting himself into when he got drafted into the NBA. Because like I said, it's a common fact that when you're an athlete, you're gonna have women gunning for you. You're gonna have women wanting to be with you. Some of them maybe be with you for the wrong reasons. Others gonna be with you for the right reasons. But it seemed like he was able to see through Brittany Renner's BS, and he dealt with her accordingly. Now, granted, he didn't quite deal with her accordingly because he was irresponsible with his seed, and now she had his baby. I don't know, and to me, dealing with these kind of women is not so much an issue. You can deal with whoever you want to deal with, but if she's an undateable woman for whatever reason, I say deal with her accordingly. Now, in a perfect world, I might just tell men, stop dealing with 304s as a whole, leave them alone altogether, and go find traditional women. The only problem is, in our society, traditionalism is looked down upon as being a sign of slavery, weakness, oppression. 304 culture is where it's at. So we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot to lean on. So that's why I say deal with these women accordingly. I would say don't deal with it. I recommend you don't deal with a 304, but we're men, we're horny, we got our sexual desires. So if you met a woman like that, make sure you deal with her accordingly. Meaning, y'all could go out, have fun, do some sexual stuff, but no relationships, no commitments, no marriages, none of that stuff. Absolutely no kids. But he already broke one of the rules, so that's on his ass. If you got to pay that amount in child support. And that goes for anybody being irresponsible with their seed or silly with their willies, as they call it.
I do advocate, depending on your age, that you should be well disciplined with your own phallus. But when I think about this environment, I tell most personally it's gonna be rough. Because, and really, it's pretty easier now because these women want a transaction. So if they say, for you to really hit this, can you give me a cash app, this, and that, and all that? Because obviously, if they're going to want some money before you tap it, it should, and this is me, it should make you a way where you're not even no longer aroused. It should make you limp as hell when you hear the form of currency has to be before you tap it personally. That should be the safety net for a lot of men that don't have discipline. Because if you had to pay for the sex, personally, it's not even worth it. Because if these women are giving it out for free, then obviously that's what it is. It's free. There's no really cost to it. Actually, the pussy right now in America is, right now, as I look at, it's pretty much worthless. Personally. Doesn't really have no value like it used to be. And it's harsh for me to say that, but it's really worthless. And women should know that. You can ask for what do they call it? Not Jeopardy, but special word they call it. I forget. It's in my mind, but y'all know what I'm saying. And everybody's giving it out, like literally. That's why we look at most men that either getting some or not getting some. It makes sense because what is worth if you're going to even throw money at it, or even if you had to throw money just to tap it in, it's not really worth nothing personally. Because anybody that has a price on that thing, that box, is trash. To the point, with Brittany Renner, it makes sense, baby. Your junk split open because you use your box, you abuse your box like it's nothing. Hell, you caught an infection one time by this so-called by having by having this running a train by a train. So it tells you don't have no value in your own womb, not just your own self. And the ice in the cake is proven when you sitting there whining and grinding on Charleston White. So I can see why a lot of these dudes get weak on these because they're hoping of the possibility that Britney's going to let them hit it, taste it, whatever, and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Yeah. But men has a dream. Sometime they gotta daydream and dream about the possibility of sex, and I said, screw that. Don't dream about it. Try to be the one that gets it without spending no money. If you could do that, you're good. Personally, and that once you start dealing with the transactional side of things, you put yourself in a hurt. Sorry, that's how I look at it. But, that's it for me. Thank you, Hustler, for coming up. Appreciate it.
Sure thing, anytime.
All right, good. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys, that's it for today's stream. I know y'all guys sitting back chilling. I know. I wish I did this a little earlier, but you know how things are. What can I say? I gotta get in where I can get in. To wrap up this month, will Brittany Renner be on the limelight on other podcasts and doing this again? It's a highly possibility she probably will, because if you're making that $30,000 a year, you is in your best interest. You better be on these podcasts. You better put yourself really, because you're not making the money, sweetie. $30,000 a year, you could work a job for that. And that's how much you get in child support. And a lot of people talk about this big she's gonna get $250,000 a year. A lot of people think that she's gonna get that every month. No, that's how much she would have gotten a year. But when we look at the math did not sound right, because how the hell you giving this broad $250,000? It didn't make sense to me. But now with the help of Uncle D, it kind of opened my eyes of what she really getting paid for and what her worth is. And chick, you worth $250. $2,500. That's how much you're worth, which is rightfully so. Yeah. But like always, once a 3 or 4, always 3 or 4. She's not gonna learn. She's gonna keep doing what she's gonna do to impress these dudes, and these dudes are gonna give her the time of day because she fits the archetype of what is called divine beauty to a lot of men, black men especially. Not to non-black men, because non-black men, they look at her as a quick screw and pass along. But black men, she's pretty much, I think, with her, because she deal with black men personally, exclusively anyway. It's hard for me to see her deal with a non-black man or a mixed man. But she's going to continue to deal with black men exclusively because that's her only option, especially in the business. Especially. And I think she's fine with that. She's fine with that. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Links to follow me are the following. Follow me at Chaos Reign 7. Follow me on Twitter, sorry, at Chaos Reign 7. Also, and let me make sure that I put this in the description. Hold on. Let me double check. I gotta make sure my thing is set up. Hold on, guys. All right. Let me give you the list to follow me at, guys. I want you also to follow me on Rumble. Where is it? Let me do this. Hold on. What the hell? Wait, is it? All right. All right. Follow me on Rumble at CRain23 on Rumble. Also, add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Green on Facebook. Also, join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain channel. That link is in the description of this live stream / podcast. And what else? I forgot. Oh, and you can also catch my podcast side of things on Anchor, Spotify, etc. Breakup. And please become a member of the Chaos Rain Show. I will highly appreciate y'all become a member. Right, the first tier or the upper tier, it doesn't matter to me. Join, become the member. As you know, the videos that is present, some will be on the higher tier and some will be just on the lower tier, depending on what membership you pick. So you pick wisely. Also, join the new channel that's in the actually the new channel right now is in the chat room. Please follow the channel right now. Join, subscribe to the new channel. I pin it up, so please follow and subscribe. And leave a comment at the end of this video. I want to hear from you, your thoughts of this stream. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? And please like the stream on your way in, on your way out. And thank for those that support the channel. And that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching and listening. Until next time, let chaos reign.